Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm riding this. This is the Yamaha FZS25, but you know what? This has been updated. You can see up front, it has got a new headlight, a new visor. Okay, the visor and the golden colored rims are specific to the S model. This is the LED DRL. This seems to come from the MT15 and this is a projector setup. It gets handguard. I love the green color scheme on this bike. It looks absolutely super duper awesome. In fact, everything from here is the same as before, but up front they've made changes. Obviously, visor, light. The rims are finished in golden, which is actually very nice. It says Yamaha here. Just in case you look at the Fox and you don't realize which bike this is, it says ABS right there as well. The color scheme and these golden stripes and lettering, everything is very nicely done indeed. FZS25 it says right there. Okay, you got a chubby exhaust as well. And overall fit finish of this motorcycle is actually quite good. It gets all LEDs, so LED indicators as well. But the LED indicators seem to be optional, which is not, you can't get it on the FZ, regular FZ. It's there on the FZS. Okay, that is a brake light, could be a little bit more powerful, but then LED, obviously you get good grab rails, you get split seat setup as well. Seat is actually good in terms of quality. Tank is nice. See the cuts and creases everywhere. These handguards now, they actually look nice. I'm used to seeing the handguards on KTM motorcycles. Let's do one thing, let's turn on the cluster. The cluster is very disappointing though. Yeah, not much to offer as such. You get a tachometer, you get a speedometer, and here you can browse through various information. Twin trip meters, of course, tells you the real-time fuel economy as well, and obviously the average fuel economy. And there's a clock as well, that's the odometer, of course. Fuel meter here, telltale lights, could have been bigger for sure. And this is obviously the engine kill switch of this motorcycle. Meanwhile, the mirrors have a lot of design going on, but could be better in terms of design for sure. In terms of offering you what's behind. And chunky tires, really very chunky tires on this motorcycle. Fit finish, yeah, it's actually quite impressive. Let's do one thing, let's turn on this bike. Here it rose to life, and there, let's rev it. Alright, let's do one thing, let's start riding right away. Alright, we're all set to go. Turning on the motorcycle. Here, rose to life, and off we go. Some amount of flat spot I find in first gear, I don't know why. Anyways, the FZ25 is actually a very likable motorcycle. It's a motorcycle which actually punches above its weight without a doubt. The only issue I have is that it kind of feels on the softer side. So yes, because of the softness of the suspension, it's not very dynamic as such. But then Yamaha is very clear why they have made this particular motorcycle. They have actually made this motorcycle solely for city riding, I believe. A fast motorcycle for the city. Actually, the gearbox is very slick shifting. The clutch is also on the lighter side, and around the corners now, it doesn't really feel balanced as such. The problem is that mid corner now, it kind of throws you off because soft suspension, and the tires, they don't offer much grip. They are wide, 100 section front, 140 rear, but they don't offer much grip as such, which is the only issue I face with this particular motorcycle. Grip levels could have been dramatically better, but then others are offering 150 section, 110 and 150. Well, that slight increase in tire width definitely helps the cause. Speed breakers, not an issue, but what is powering this bike is of course a 249cc engine, which is actually an oil cooled motor. So yes, it does heat up quite a bit when you ride it for long in the city. But that said, performance is actually very good for the specs it has to offer, which is 20.5 bhp of power and 20 newton meters of torque. It's a very fun to ride motorcycle because of the grunt it offers. It's got good amount of low end grunt. Mid-range is also fantastic on this motorcycle. The only problem is that the top end is lacking completely. So it doesn't have a top end as such. Actually, no top end. It just doesn't like the top end, even though it will ride line all the way to 11,000 rpm. Brakes are very strong and sure-footed. Braking performance is very nice indeed, and it's got dual channel ABS as well. Suspension is on the softer side, which means the ride quality is really very good. And here you see, you can get into neutral without any issue whatsoever. Here we are revving the motor and off we go. First gear 48 kilometers per hour. In second gear it does around, I think, 76 or so, and in third gear it will get you till 94 or something. So it doesn't reach 100 in third gear. You have to do another shift to 4 to reach 100 kilometers per hour, and 100 kilometers per hour takes around 1 second more than before, so around 10.5 seconds or so, because now it complies with BS6 emission norms. Now, because it doesn't like the top end, it kind of feels flat in the top end. Another problem is that in the top end now, सबसे बड़ी problem is that there's so many vibrations which can be felt on the handlebar, on the foot pegs, on the tank, on the seat, everywhere. So you get a tingling sensation for sure. That's how much it hits the red line as such. That said, I actually like the ride quality on this bike because it is very smooth and it absorbs bad roads in its stride without any issue whatsoever. And it's a light motorcycle. 153 kgs is the weight, so it's very easy to maneuver, easy to ride, easy to twirl, easy to park, all that and more here. Speed breakers, not an issue. Making a quick move, not a problem. You can filter through traffic very easily because this is a very nice motorcycle for the city, because in the city you want a bike which is actually flickable and fast. This is both. Only thing is, out on the highway kind of feels lackluster as such. You know why does it feel lackluster on the highway? Because the top speed is just 130 kilometers per hour, which isn't much. Just 130 kilometers per hour is the top speed, which is very less by 250cc motorcycle standards, of course. Now there are two variants on offer. One, of course, happens to be the regular FZ25, and this is the FZ-S25. Now because this is the FZ-S25, it gets certain features for which Yamaha is charging ₹4,000 more, and for the regular FZ you can get it for 1,84,000 on road Mumbai. This one costs 1,88,000 on road Mumbai. I know it is on the expensive side, but now because of BS6 emissions, dual channel ABS and all these mandatory things, prices of motorcycles has really risen. And how? But you're not going to complain, because this is a bike which is very nice for the city, very fast, and for that occasional highway trip as well, it does quite well indeed. I like the way the gearbox is so slick shifting. I love the way the ride is so nice. I love the way that it has so much rideability on offer because of the good grunt from the engine, lower down the rev range. Only thing is, it's got a 5-speed gearbox, and that is one of the reasons why the top speed isn't that great. The gearing is actually on the shorter side, otherwise it would have reached the ton in third gear itself. It doesn't. Very short gearing on this bike specifically has been done, I believe, for making it more peppy to ride, and it is actually a very peppy motorcycle to ride without a doubt. So here you see, every time you open the throttle, you are in the mid-range. It always gives you a good amount of pull without any hesitation whatsoever, and then you realize in the top end it could do with much better performance. Yeah, brakes are very good, very sure-footed, very confidence inspiring, that is. And here we launch it again, and front end kind of feels on the lighter side, but put that aside, you have not much to complain about. So guys, this is my vlog of the Yamaha FZ-S25. If you liked it, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's a like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye, take care. And Nuren is supposedly riding the Gixxer 250, which I'm supposed to ride right now. What's up?
You done so fast?
Wear helmet at the back also.
What do you mean?
Call of the blue, right behind. Lol.